And she let her call me baby, but I do not need to set her. See me dip that, y'all saying. People at the bank see me, y'all saying. Put the money around, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, know y'all in.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup. Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Presented by our entertainers, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis. Coach,
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Between 4th and 6th
The
Streets in
Eagles are
downtown
facing the
Minneapolis, we
Vikings.
welcome you inside spacious
And
U.S.
here
Bank
comes the
Stadium.
home team
It
of
can
the
certainly get loud
Minnesota
inside
Vikings.
this building. And just a few moments ago, when the
There
Vikings
comes
were
the
introduced, it
Vikings
was downright shaky
with
in
the
here. They're set
Philadelphia
for football
Eagles.
as the Vikings get ready to do battle
Eagles
with
are my
Carson Wentz and the
rivals in
Philadelphia
football.
Eagles. Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast
Let's
coverage.
go
Charles, as
Vikings.
we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets the
Keep the
offense up for
Eagles.
success the best? That team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Jake
We
Elliott,
are
ready to get this
underway.
one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament was just
And here comes Kirk Cousins
massive.
and the Minnesota Vikings.
This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts out a nice performance.
Play fake.
Cousins back to throw. Fires. Incomplete play. 2nd and 10 for the
Surprising
Vikings.
to see a defender hits
I
Callum
agree
and
with
let
that.
it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL. But for Adam Thielen, it's nothing but pros. Grew up not too far from the Twin Cities, loves being a Viking, and is a really dependable third-down receiver.
An incomplete pass. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback in his transition to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Yeah, but that's flag on the play.
So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down.
On the offense. 3rd and 10.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it.
4th down. 4th and 10.
That's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking
Here
over
comes
1st and
Carson
10.
Wentz and the
So here come the
Philadelphia
Eagles for
Eagles
their
in
initial
offense.
possession of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah,
First
Joe.
carry now for Jordan Howard.
First down, Eagles.
Up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Wentz hands it off again. And it's a flag on the
Taken
play.
down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year,
First and
with very
17
few
for the
tight ends coming
Eagles.
into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Wentz in the fake
Back up,
handoff to
5. First down,
Howard.
Eagles.
They work this
Zach
one
Lutz
upfield
with the
across
catch.
the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, the big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Hands it
Miles
off.
Sanders
And
first
stop.
play of the game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd
No
down.
gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Howard.
And it's the first down, Eagles.
Field just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
First and 10 for up. And 0. And it's 2nd down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard game on the play. 2nd and 5 for the
Defensive
Eagles.
starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hands it off. And it's 3rd down.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
1 yard loss on the play. 3rd and 6
Officially
for the
undergoes
Eagles.
a 1 yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. And that play got bottled up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hands back to thirds. Fires. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
4th and 6 coming up.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on comes the Eagle kicker,
Kicking
Jay
up field
Gallagher on
goal.
4th down. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard field goal. The kick is up. And
the kick by Elliott is good.
3-0 Philadelphia.
3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
There you go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
5-yard gain on the play for Dalvin Cook. 2nd and 5 for the Vikings.
A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Comes back to 5. First down, Vikings.
7 yards there and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can he get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Cousins, back to third.
Cousins.
Fires.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain on the play, 2nd and 9 for
You're able to
the
hit a receiver in
Vikings.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9.
Back to Jones. Fires.
Cousins.
Caught.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the
52
bunch,
seconds
especially
left
your
to
best
go.
guys. And when they work out of the
In the
slot,
first
you often
quarter.
hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it harder to defend.
Cousins back to Jones. Fires. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd-down conversions to start this thing. Here's Britton Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
It's a
And he didn't
touchdown.
quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got a 3-0 lead
Here
in the
comes
football as
Carson
they
Wentz
start
from the
1st and 10.
Philadelphia Eagles back onto the field. 32 seconds left to go in the first half.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the
2nd
22
down.
after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Gain up 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to those.
Wentz.
Finals almost in the second. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Eagles.
3-0 after 1 on
And
EA
the fourth quarter, there we go. Second quarter with an underline.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Wentz back to throw. 5. First down, Eagles.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And it's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near it.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wentz hands it off. First down, Eagles. Howard with the rush.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he had great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wentz back to throw. 5 and it's complete. First down, Eagles.
Inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch now.
Wentz
On 1st
hands
and
it
10,
off.
it's Sanders.
And it's
They
second
ball
down.
at the 34. Call it a game.
Second,
When we see
6
those
for
runs to the
the
perimeter, we
Eagles.
see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And it's 3rd down.
As he gets it to the 30.
3rd and 2 for the Eagles
Good
coming up.
solid yardage. They'll take that any time they hand the ball to a back.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward.
And first down, Eagles.
Get the first here as he's
Jordan
taken down
Howard
at the
with the
25.
first down.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't
It's
we?
important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Play action. Now
Back to
Wentz.
those. When it's caught, 1st and goal, Eagles.
Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run with Sanders.
And
And
it's
he will
second
be first way
and
down about the 7.
Only a yard that time.
Second goal coming up for the Eagles.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Yes, back to goals. 5, and it's third down.
No gain at a time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Second
Third and goal
2 minutes
coming
remaining,
up
3-0
for the
on the
Eagles.
score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and
Yes,
analysis.
back to goals. 5,
It's
and it's
featured
fourth down.
touchdowns as
Fourth
well
and
on the
goal.
other side.
So his job's a little bit easier.
Come down,
Need
Vikings.
to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one
Here
here.
goes the third one. The kick is up and good.
And Elliott puts this one
6
through.
nothing
And
even.
they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Minute 52 left to go in the second quarter.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out
And
comes
here comes
Minnesota.
Cook
They've had it
Cousins
twice. They
and
punted
the
twice. That's the
Minnesota
start
Vikings out on offense
Let's face it,
again.
every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Check, 27. Watch the crowd.
A 1st down throw for
Cousins.
Kansas. He's
Caught.
got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
It is first down,
Gets it just
Vikings.
shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive and they do look his way,
And
it's a big catch. It's a 1st down.
it is almost picked off. Second 10 for the Vikings.
Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Cousins back to go. 5,
And this is
caught, and it's first down, Vikings.
Viking 1st down.
Everyone's going to be able to
Minute
catch the ball.
15 left to go in the second quarter.
If you're on offense, be aware ball may come your way.
Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook.
Second
Across the
down.
midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
2 yard
The
gain
Fletcher
by second down.
Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second 8 coming up for the Vikings. Cousins back to throw.
Cousins
Fires. First down, Vikings.
And he has another first down, so get the ball down to the Eagles 37.
They all came together there. In breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Cousins back to throw. Fires. In the first down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get free before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good.
6-3 Eagles.
6-3. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon God. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now. So going on offense first here in the third quarter.
Here comes Carson Wentz in the
Philadelphia here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Winston Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of a 30. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, not bad. 10-yard gain for the Philadelphia.
How tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st down, they run the ball.
Stop. Bring it back.
Losing yardage back at the 42.
1-yard ball, satisfied 2nd, arrival 3.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
And he's sacked.
They bring down Wentz on the side.
3rd and 19 for the Philadelphia
We have
Eagles.
seen 2 really confident defenses that posing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop something big to knock them back on their heels?
Yeah. Also wins. Gets a 2nd. Right, 3rd and 19 coming up for the Eagles.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Wentz back to goes.
Wentz.
Fires.
The
And
Sanders
it's
is getting
4th down.
So many times
4th
you hear
and
the things
18.
that
1-yard
described
gain
as a
on the
space
fly.
game. Get your
Now the
best
Eagles
players
has
into
to
space
put
with
it
the
away.
football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
Inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown in the 3rd quarter.
And second down coming up for
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
It really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
It's 3rd down.
9 yards.
Sets up a 3rd and 1. That's a good chunk of yardage picked out there.
Third and 1 for the
sometimes going to need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down.
First down, Vikings.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you got more good. Just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again on first down. Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
1-yard gain on play. 2nd and 9 for the Vikings.
2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go, man. They see it right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd down,
And he stopped.
this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop.
1-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something. Just something
Cousins back to throw. Fires. First down, Vikings.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3rd down gain of 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cousins.
Caught. Target to field.
2nd down. 2nd ball for the Vikings.
40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Before they can snap it, time runs out.
End of the 3rd quarter, and the 4th quarter will be underway.
This is the NFL, and it's on the
Last quarter. Yeah, 2nd fall coming up for the Vikings.
On
Take
2nd
it
down
off.
now.
You can't get
And they're
anywhere.
going to get him behind the line yet again. As
3rd
this
and
nightmare
4
afternoon
for the
continues.
Vikings. No yard gain on the
That
clock.
time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Cousins back to go.
It's Cousins.
And it's intercepted.
It's intercepted.
He could go all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
The kick is up and
good. And good to make the score 13 to 3.
Eagles.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Here comes Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings back on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cousins back to go. 5.
Cousins. They'll find field and work in the middle.
This possession means so much for them.
8-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 2 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings.
So good with the field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Cousins back to go. 5. First down, Vikings.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Cousins
They go play
back
action.
to go.
Cousins.
5. First down, Vikings.
Johnson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins again.
Back to go. 5.
That's to Cook out of the backfield.
Almost for the first down.
After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8,
This is how you check the
2nd
thoughts
and
of that
2 for the
interception on
Vikings.
the last drive. You
Coming
come out
up.
and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back
3:20 left to go in the 4th
I'm
quarter.
going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Cousins back to go. 5. First down, Vikings.
Single fielder. 6 yards.
3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Stop him for no gain.
Continues to struggle
2nd and 10.
off a big one and
Coming
maybe
up
just
for
put
the
that
Vikings.
aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Cook.
No
Once
game.
again, not much running room, if any at all.
Again, 3rd and 10 coming up for the Vikings. Yeah, going. Come on. 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see
Cousins
some
back
pressure
to
here.
go.
And the blitz
Fires.
does come.
Incomplete.
They're going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the
See what
incompletion
they
with
do.
the pressure.
Whether they take the field goal or go for it.
So on 4th down,
They go
out
for a
drops the
field
kicker
goal.
in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Cousins up.
And
And
Bailey
good.
knock it through.
13 to
And
6.
they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13 to 6. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. All 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20.
Here we go. Here comes Carson Wentz in the Philadelphia Eagles on offense
And
again.
now come the Eagles. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here we go. Wentz hands it off.
Sanders to begin the drive.
And second,
3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Eagles.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Howard.
Let's go down, coming up.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Timeout Vikings. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Eagles. Can they stop it?
They go with Howard again.
And they stop him.
Won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And it's going to be Vikings ball now. And a touchdown.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 13-6, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins.
Cousins back to goes.
Able to
And
shake him off.
shake him off. And he's sacked.
Throw away. He's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get out to the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man down.
No.
Complete. Play there, but it's incomplete.
So then 25 coming up for
The game
the
you would
Vikings.
expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'd like to be punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw.
And it's incomplete.
Intercepted there. That was in ball game.
Almost intercepted.
Instead, he gets a
4th and
chance here on
25
fourth
coming
down.
up for the Vikings.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw
Cousins.
for it on
Deep. Incomplete.
It's incomplete. They had to go with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the
And the
5-yard line.
Eagles are going to move on.
So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there was no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and open. No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take an aim. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The kneel down and that will be the flag to this game. So fly Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them with just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
All right, there you have it. The Eagles are moving on to the next round. Tomorrow's game will be the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the New York Jets. And see you tomorrow.